You know it's on when the light's on. It's beeping. Are you gonna hit something?
No.
We're hoping he hits something.
I really hope I don't.
He hopes he doesn't hit something. I hope he does. So, I'm PT and this is Mark, and we're trying something because we get bored at work sometimes. And we hear that viral videos are all the rage. So we're going to do some test drives. We're with Sill-TerHar Motors and Sill-TerHar Accessories in Mark's case. And we're starting our first test drive here out in a 2012 Ford Raptor Super Crew. The F-150, 145-inch wheelbase. And a short bed, I think.
Yep, extra short bed.
Extra short bed, just in case you carry extra small items. So we're going to ask you to bear with us on this one because it's our first time and we don't really know what the hell we're doing. I do know that the ride in this thing is amazing. It feels like I'm on railroad tracks. Not like a race car, like I'm driving across railroad ties. Everything just bounces all over the place because the tires are, you know about the tires. What are the tires?
BF Goodrich all-terrain 33-inch tires, Fox Racing suspension. Basically, it's a big toy.
It is. It's Baja ready.
Baja ready, which I don't know how that's applicable to this state, but
I would like to point out that Ford wants you to know that just because it's Baja ready doesn't mean you should take it in the air at 60 to 80 miles an hour.
With the airbag sensor still on. If the airbag sensors are off, you're good.
Well, the story I heard is that some people were doing just that, were jumping it at 80 miles an hour, and kind of broke the frame. So while it is an amazing truck, an 80 mile an hour jump may not be the best choice.
No. But that all is, that's all included in your owner's manual, so that's fine.
Right, if you end up buying one of these, make sure you talk to the salesman about how high you can jump at what speed.
And ask to do that on the test drive, please.
Yes, I think that would go over well.
Yep.
So, I think the neat thing about the Raptor is really that it can go anywhere at any speed other than in the air. and you really can't tell you're off-road. I mean, for all you know right now, we're driving through a field. It feels like we're going through a field.
It does.
But that's because of the big wheels. And so if we were in a field, it would feel like we were on pavement. But it's got a big old engine.
6.2 liter. Ford actually engineered the engine. The Raptor originally came out with a 5.4, but there was a lot of customer complaints, so Ford went and re-engineered an engine that's still a V8, but it can break this truck around a little more and have a little bit more fun with it. Because the typical owner of these are guys that are car enthusiasts and like to enjoy their driving experience. So Ford came out with that, and actually the V10 now is a discontinued engine because they had such good luck with this, the 6.2 liter. So that's now a standard engine in the Raptor, which you can get in also 2 other F-150 trims. So, but it's just a big fun toy. That's all this truck is. It's a showboat, if you will.
I think it bears noting right now the elephant in the room. Mark does have a bit of a stutter. He can't control it. It's not his fault, but it's okay because I'm fat.
The catch-22 is it rubs off on everybody around me. So everybody originally will make fun of it, but then they start.
I don't make fun of your stutter.
I wouldn't say everyone.
I would never make fun of the stutter.
99.9% of the population does, but
it is like an accent though. It's kind of fun when you ever notice when you talk to someone and they're from the South, you start saying things like y'all, or how you doing. And you start to talk a little funny, like maybe you're from the South as well. Same thing if you're talking to a Brit, you say things like wanker, and you're talking to a Canadian, you say A. I love saying A when I'm talking to Canadians. Talking about things to Canadians, A. But yes, when you're talking to someone with a stutter, That's great for the audio. Thank you. When you're talking to someone with a stutter, you do pick it up, and it's the weirdest thing because I don't naturally stutter, but when I'm talking to Mark, every now and then, my brain forgets the beginning of a word. It's like magic powers. So, you know, it's okay. We get used to it. Like I said, we all have our flaws. You know, I am generally unattractive and overweight. So, we deal with it, you know.
We roll with it.
I shave my head and try to be funny. Because it's all I got going for me.
You gotta own it, for sure. You
definitely have to own it. So our goal in all of this, I think, is just to talk to you about cars, talk to you about the companies that make the cars, and we'll switch out a car every week, hopefully, except for, you know, when I'm on vacation. And I don't think Mark's allowed to go on vacation yet. He's still kind of a new guy.
I'm enslaved still.
But we'll try to do this weekly if we can. Really depends on how this turns out. And frankly, if it turns out really badly, you won't know. Because I won't post it.
We'll just...
It'll be like it never happened.
The awkward red light.
Yes, red lights are going to kill the conversation because there's nothing to talk about. But we're going to try to follow a pretty similar path. Takes us on some back roads, takes us down the highway so you can see what it's like or what it sounds like at highway speeds. Ideally, there will be no police officers involved.
The one behind us.
Like the... Oh, no, it's a Saab.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the cops here drive Saab. Although the cops in Vail drove Saabs for a while.
They did, and now they drive...
Now they drive Volvos.
Which is weird.
They drive unmarked Volvos, which...
You would...
It's creepy. They sneak right up on you. You don't see them coming.
Very creepy.
And I didn't know that until we had one in for service, because of course we sell Volvos at Sill-TerHar. And we had one in for service and the lights were on, and I thought it was the trippiest thing in the world because someone put lights on their Volvo. Why would you do that? Turns out it was the police. I know why they do it, because they're mean.
Now the Crown Vic is out.
Crown Vic is out. They're moving to Don't Call Me a Taurus. That's very important to them. They do not want that call car. It is the police interceptor. It looks like the Taurus. It drives like the Taurus. Has the Taurus engine. Has the Taurus exterior.
But it's not a Taurus.
But it is not a Taurus.
Same way they didn't want you to call the Crown Vic Crown Vic. It's called the police interceptor. Don't call it a Crown Vic.
Correct. So. I don't think anything's worse than the guys who buy police interceptors after they've been retired and drive around town with the black stripe down their white car.
And the paint peeling off because the cars have been already used for their purpose.
Well, no doubt they have that
spotlight
little spotlight on there, and you're just convinced.
I think it's the creeper car special.
You.
Well, and it's the creeper car special. You know, it's just... Then they black out the windows. You know, they spend all this extra cash in their car that they bought in the auction. You know. But that's okay. To each is their own.
It's not okay because every time one of those cars pulls up behind me, I think, oh, what did I do? Of course, I think the same thing a cop pulls up behind me. That's just my instinct is, what did I do wrong? Because I assume I've done something wrong. So far, I haven't been caught. But, you know, you never know.
Not all of us are that lucky.
So here we go. We're getting on the highway now, onto US 36 here in beautiful Broomfield, Colorado. And I expected the ride to be considerably rougher than it is right now.
What's nice is the Fox suspension has gas dampening, a reservoir in it, and it adjusts to actually the amount of resistance that's going into the shock. So typically, when you don't like the ride, you replace the shock with a softer or harder strut design. But what's nice about these is they really adjust and adapt to the road conditions that they're in. Now, I don't sell cars, so I don't know all the technical words, but it's a very high quality piece, and if I could justify the car payment, I would buy one for sure, but I don't think Britt would be too pleased with it. She likes to buy dogs, and I like to buy cars.
Yes, Mark has 2 dogs.
13 animals.
Well, 3 dogs, but 2 of them are about the same, about big enough to make up a single normal-sized dog.
No, I don't even think that.
No?
I don't even think that.
I have 1 dog that could eat his dogs.
And outweighs them, and your dog's not full grown yet. Mine are all
That's right. My 7-month-old puppy is 120 pounds. So she'll be fun when she's full grown.
But that's okay. It's all about the whole proportion thing, you know. Me, you.
That's right. I am my dog size, and he is his dog size. It's about proportion. You gotta talk loud on the highway. They're never gonna be able to hear us.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, I think it is. People look like their dogs. People buy dogs that are about the same size. Mark runs around the office yipping at people.
Well, like a little terrier.
And I tend to sleep a lot. So it works out.
Well, the rule of thumb that I learned as a kid is don't ever own a dog you can't, what is it called? You can't take down at night or manhandle in a pinch, yeah.
I tell my dog that all the time. Listen,
so I tend to buy little 6-pound dogs at their max, because that's about my limit. But that's okay.
His dogs can fit in his purse very nicely.
They do. They do.
It's man purse, so don't think we're being rude. He's
satchel.
It's a satchel.
Satchel.
I think more of a satchel. It's made out of hemp.
It is.
Fits into Boulder very nicely.
So I wonder how upset our sales manager would be if we took this thing through a dirt field and then put it on the showroom floor.
I think our sales manager would be just fine with that.
I think it's the ultimate test drive.
Why not? That's the whole point of the truck. In fact,
I agree.
I suggest instead of taking the roads home, we just go right across the field.
You go up and over the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We got to see how this thing performs.
Yeah, I agree. There's
got to be somewhere bumpy we can take it. What's the bumpiest road you know? That's not in Italy. Because we could take it to Italy.
I got a half a tank.
But then they'd be really mad at us. I saw a headline last night on Jay Leno that was a special for a bus ticket to Hawaii from Phoenix. Yeah, a bus ticket.
So, I want to know, I'm sure there's a purpose for this, but the red shoelace that's in the center of the steering wheel, the steering wheel is, you know when it's turned.
Well, it's I think specifically made for the colorblind. For people who are red-green colorblind.
Okay.
Then the steering wheel looks more naturally like a one circular unit. Are we going home? Why are we going home?
I thought we were trying to find a...
Where are you taking me? I wasn't serious.
Oh.
Oh, heck. Now we're in trouble. No, but the design on the steering wheel made more sense when it matched the seats. I will agree with that. Because there was a stripe down the middle of the seat that continued into the steering wheel. But they don't do that anymore.
But there's not, so they just kept the steering wheel because they may have made a bunch of them and they had some
Probably they had some leftovers.
And they just said, we'll throw them in a few, it looks cool.
So now you've got a very nice red stripe down the middle of the steering wheel, so you always know which way's up.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm dying here. I have no clue why it's there.
I don't know. We'll have to... Maybe we should get a salesman, or I need to start to learn what I'm...
I don't think so. I think that's the fun thing. I think we push buttons and we see what they do. I mean, there are 4 buttons here that say aux.
Those
1,
are the
2,
outfitters
3, and 4. They're all on.
But they don't do anything.
And they apparently don't do anything.
Because they have them standard, as an option in the Super Duty line. What are you doing?
I have just pushed the off-road mode button. And he needs to slow to 5 miles per hour to put us into off-road mode even.
Off-road mode.
Off-road mode.
Should I slow down?
I would, because it's train tracks and you're going to kill us over the train tracks if you don't slow down.
Okay.
Off-road mode enabled. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
The first thing we notice is when he pushes the gas, the wheels spin rather badly. Even though we are on simply wet roads. It seems to accelerate more quickly, although
it doesn't shift.
That may be the driver. It also doesn't shift very quickly. So you're going to hold your shifts longer in off-road mode.
Yeah, keeps the RPMs up.
I could really screw with him and put downhill mode on too. I think that would just slow us down. Oh, we're exiting off-road mode, which is no fun. We're back on the normal roads. Traction control is back, I assume.
And Gino's in a Volvo.
Gino, our lot guy, is in a Volvo.
Oh, yeah, that would help.
You don't know Gino.
You might.
And we will probably make references that you don't understand over and over again, assuming this video ever makes it anywhere.
We're probably gonna.
But
we cut this out.
Yeah, this is a nice ride. It's got the 4.3-inch LED between the gauges. So you've got a lot of information there. That's I am a tech guy. I love the tech stuff. It's got the My Ford Touch, which is coming with an update, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry, this isn't My Ford Touch. This is the old system still. In a big screen. I'm guessing that's about 7 inches. I'm not going to touch that. We're backing in again, so if you hear scraping or crunching, oh no, we're not. Where are we going there? I'm looking at the backup camera right now. It's got a nice little backup camera, which is most definitely a good thing. I can zoom the backup camera?
Yeah. You can zoom out.
I don't want to zoom out. I want to zoom in. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
You can zoom in.
You made it go away.
There we go. Yeah, you can zoom in.
So
that way you can really get a good look about what you're going to hit.
That's right. You can see really closely. It does mess with your proportional.
It really does give you some blind spots, but that's okay. That's the whole point of zoom. And
then he's turning the camera off. Oh no, he's turning the zoom off.
And now it's back to the...
So I was really hoping he would try to park with us in here because, frankly, I want him to defy.
The problem is that
death.
when I hit something, it's on film, so we can't...
That is not a problem. That is funny. That's comedy gold right there, right?
We don't have another truck in the state like this, so...
Don't hit anything. It's a pretty easy answer. The nice thing is that the curb isn't going to present much of a challenge.
I wonder if I should have just...
Do you have room on your side? Because you're a little tight on this side. Good Lord.
Yeah, we're pretty tight.
Yeah, we're tight. You got a lot of room on this side, actually. You probably have a good foot and a half.
See, you know...
I was just messing with you. But you can't even feel the curb. This is remarkable.
Yep.
We're going over a 6-inch curb like it's a bunny. That's not okay. Don't hit bunnies.
Don't run over little poor animals.
We like bunnies.
We like bunnies.
All right, so we're back home. Everybody's safe and alive.
I don't think the truck is scratched or...
Hopefully YouTube will take this video because I've had upload issues with YouTube in the past. And hopefully we can do this again next week with a completely different, more entertaining car. Bye-bye now.